Hello? Nope, wrong. This series is just to keep me accountable and reading. Alright, so this is the beginning of a series where I review books as I finish them, and they will be short reviews. Did this come out in 2012? Probably. So the first book that I finished since starting is 50 Shades Freed by E.L. James, which was just a gift. First things first, ignoring all the Anastasia and Christian's relationship is abusive, and that's not what BDSM is or means or whatever. I'm going to talk about how E.L. James hates women. There are two kinds of women in this novel. Women that Anastasia hates because they're attracted to and flirting with her husband, and women who Anastasia hates because they are not attracted to Christian. She hates them because she thinks they're stupid. Oh my gosh! Elliot, Christian's adopted brother, is arguably bisexual, which is something that Christian and Anna like to joke about. They also like to call him a man whore, and they think he's cheating on Kate. It's just another lack or poor representation of and for bisexual men and women. Just this archetype of this bisexual character who's just trying to get his dick into anything is just awful. Like, I'd rather just not have representation than have shitty representation onto a new bottle of water. Because this book makes me real thirsty. In this book, I should not have started speaking because I hadn't turned to the page. In the first part of the book, E.L. James has some acknowledgement. Unfortunately, she did not acknowledge her co-author, the thesaurus. I know for a fact that E.L. James did not know most of the words in this novel before she put pen to paper. Should I talk about favorite words?
Yes. I feel like there's so many words that she uses over and over.
E.L. James's favorite words, top 3 favorite words: Blanche, mercurial, and megalomaniac. Did I know what those words meant before I started this novel? No. Do I know what they mean now? Kind of. You got a thesaurus that you're clearly using, E.L. Look up synonyms to those words.
Do you like lettuce, tomato, onion, and cheese?
Yes. There was no effort on E.L. James's part to hide the fact that it is Twilight fanfiction. I am not a Twilight connoisseur. My friend off screen used to be a Twilight connoisseur. The similarities I hear are endless. Just veil your fan fiction a little more. It takes a little more than just changing some names and the setting. Learn about running a business. Running a business isn't just shouting at people and firing them and being angry all the time. That's not how it works. Also, Christian calls her fat. Sex is great, but it doesn't solve all your problems. And if you're arguing with your spouse, your solution should not just be to like sidle up close to them and then say something with dark and hooded eyes and then, I don't know, make them wet or something. You can't just hood your eyes. A little blip. She gets pregnant. She knows she's pregnant because she runs into her gynecologist like randomly when her father is in the hospital. And so her gynecologist is like, come upstairs, we're gonna like give you some shots because you've missed 4 appointments because you suck. Before her gyno gives her the shot, she's like, we have to do a pregnancy test. And so then she's pregnant and she tries to blame her assistant and her gynecologist and also the shot that she's on. She even goes so far as to say that like, I thought this method of birth control was effective, and her gynecologist, praise her gynecologist, is just, it is effective if you take it correctly. But even then, she still like tries to shirk the blame off herself. God, Anastasia and E.L. James just suck. She sees like an ultrasound of the baby and she just calls it Lil Blip until the end of the book. I just have opinions. Those are my opinions. So I'm back very briefly to tell you how long this book was. It's like 548 pages. I put it down at page 72 because I just couldn't read it anymore, and then I finished the book in 2 days. Tomorrow Abby didn't want to deal with it, so today Abby took the fall. I would give it half a little blip out of 5. A little blip. Little blip. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Little blip. Arguably bisexual.